We are eating Southern soul food. We are eating sweet potatoes, and then we have some sweet corn. We have some lima beans, and we have some black-eyed peas.
Carlton McDaniel is going through the buffet line at Martha's Place, a nationally recognized soul food restaurant in Montgomery, Alabama.
And on the other end, we have dressing, turkey, and fried chicken.
McDaniel is driving the bus for a group hailing from Puget Sound and Logan, Utah. They're traveling through the South on a civil rights pilgrimage. They've stopped at Martha's Place to eat good food and hear from owner Martha Hawkins.
I'd like to welcome you to Martha's Place. Not every day you get a chance and an opportunity to live out your dream. When I started my restaurant, I was on welfare. But what I realized, it doesn't matter where you come from, what matters is where you really want to go in this life.
Hawkins had 11 siblings growing up in Montgomery. Her family was poor, but she says her mother would cook wonderful meals from their vegetable garden. She learned from her and dreamed of opening her own restaurant. Eviction, bad relationships, ruptured appendix, the loss of a kidney, severe mental illness, and attempted suicide brought her low. She writes in her book, Martha's Place, once you hit bottom, there is nowhere to go but up.
I used to look in the mirror and hated who I was. But after a while, when I realized, I found out, I said, girl, you know something? You're all right. You ain't so bad. Because I had to learn to love me.
Hawkins was broke and living in a housing project when, against all odds, she had the chance to open her restaurant in 1988.
Owning a restaurant, had never cooked in a restaurant before in my life. On welfare, been in a mental institution. And here I'm talking about owning a restaurant. They thought I sure enough had lost it. So I started tearing out wallpaper. I started painting. I went rent a buffalo and buffalo my floors. I went to the yard sales. If I cleaned up somebody's house, if I baked a cake or pie and sold that, I put it right back into that restaurant. Because, see, it was my vision. It was my dream. To the young generation, I want to let you know that, hey, the sky's the limit. The only limitation you have is what you place on yourself.
Martha Hawkins is talking to a group of people who don't often come together in America. These people, black and white and brown, gay and straight, rich and poor, are on a civil rights pilgrimage sponsored by the University of Washington, Bellevue College, and Utah State University. One goal for the people on the trip is to connect the struggles of the civil rights era to today's struggles for equal justice. Martha Hawkins makes that connection every time she makes a dish. She was inspired by Georgia Gilmore, a midwife and cook who helped fund the Montgomery bus boycott in the 1950s by organizing women to sell their baked pies and chicken dinners to boycotters at churches, laundromats, and beauty parlors. Gilmore served meals in her home.
I love to cook. And plus, I used to watch Georgia Gilmore. She's a civil rights legend here in Montgomery. And Dr. King used to go to her house and eat. And everybody that came to town, Robert Kennedy, all of them, they came to town, they went to her house. And so she had a restaurant, and it was in her house. So that's why I wanted me a restaurant in my house, because you could always read about the people that came to her place and everything. So it's my house. It is. So I'm enjoying it.
Martha Hawkins is a successful restaurateur and speaker. In 2004, she received the Ruth Fertel Keeper of the Flame Award for her own success and for her work with Martha Hawkins Ministries, helping single parents and low-income children. Her book, Finding Martha's Place, My Journey Through Sin, Salvation, and Lots of Soul Food, comes with recipes for catfish, fried green tomatoes, and the other dishes that still connect her to her community, like green lima beans.
There's so much juice, and the taste is so so different. You did. Good, good, good.
And what else?
Fried chicken, strong, stable food, and it's just Southern, like I am. And I like the collards, because it's something that you add to it to give it that extra, you know.
You can sample that something extra for yourself the next time you're in Montgomery, Alabama. You can find the restaurant online at marthasplacebuffet.com. The fifth Civil Rights Pilgrimage is setting out February 28, 2016. Follow the journey. Hear stories by searching for On the Bus, the House of Podcasts, or go to the University of Washington's Communication Department homepage. I'm Steve Scher.
Dessert is German chocolate cake, and banana pudding.